Who's over on the far side, and a good stretch by Ashley Cole. No sign yet that Arsene Wenger's going to make a change yet. Ray Parlour possibly to come on soon, maybe for Freddie Ljungberg. So that might be the first Arsenal change. Liverpool have brought on McAllister in the second half of the man. Now, Martin Keown with a good... Emil Heskey's got a bang on the head. They're having a bit of a set two at the moment, those two. Clearance by Seaman. And now Arsenal bringing it out of defence with Grimond. He can't go forward. Back again to Keown. Will be hoping, of course, to be named in Sven-Göran Eriksson's England squad for the World Cup game in Greece, also the friendly with Mexico. Look, Arsenal lose their way, and Liverpool have had a better last 3 or 4 minutes. It's Jamie Carragher. Thought about going forward. In the end, gives it back to his keeper away to our right, Sander Westerveld. Liverpool 0, Arsenal 0. Westerveld's ball is kept in over on the far side by Babel in the sunshine. Babel back again to Westerveld, and Westerveld's clearance, that could have gone anywhere. That was a real daisy cutter, and it's back again. It's put his team under pressure. Robert Pires now for Arsenal, charging forward. Ljungberg's there, goes around the goalkeeper and scores for Arsenal. And it all came about as a result of that very poor clearance from Sander Westerveld. Liverpool have been punished. Freddie Ljungberg, who I thought might be about to be replaced here by Ray Parlour, but the man from Sweden with the red streak in his hair has gone round Westerveld, and he's broken the deadlock here in the cup final. It's Arsenal 1, Liverpool 0.
Yes, I think in the end there was one or two things really that brought it about, but there was a clearance first of all out from the goalkeeper, but there was a nice feed back in, and I must give Ljungberg credit there. He showed a bit of pace, and when it came on, he whipped it out to the left-hand side, and I thought it just for a second gone too far, but he's banged it into the back of the net. Good goal by Ljungberg, and I think Arsenal, on the balance of play really, have shaded it, definitely.
Liverpool have 17 and a half minutes to respond here. Arsenal go in front. 1-0 they lead. Freddie Ljungberg, and they have been the likeliest scorers, but now Arsenal have to concentrate, and Adams will do that. And gets in against Michael Owen, and now Gerard Houllier might be wondering whether to make another change. Maybe sooner or later Robbie Fowler. But the word was that Parlour could well be coming on, and I thought that Ljungberg was the most likely person to come off, but he's now scored. A man from Sweden who normally does well, of course, playing for Sweden against England. It's 1-0 to Arsenal. Ball played in by Gerrard, headed away by Keown. And of course now, Liverpool have to penetrate this excellent Arsenal defence. Long one now from Ljungberg, looking for Wiltord over on the far side. And Oncho clears into the crowd over on the far side.
Funny old game, football. Parlour was, he was all ready to come on, and Ljungberg's got the goal. Parlour still stood there, wondering whether his opportunity was going to come or whether it's gone.
Just talking to Steve Bold here, just before I picked up the commentary, he thought that the first change would be Parlour for Ljungberg. And they appear to be about to make that change when Ljungberg scored, took it well, went round the goalkeeper in the way that Henry should have done in the first half. Now Smitser, though, for Liverpool, ever dangerous. The ball played in towards Heskey, but they'll have to do better than that. Adams gets in and releases Ljungberg now down the right-hand side. That's a glorious ball into Henry, with only one defender back. Henry goes through, can score. Great save from Westerveld. Henry again, complete miskick, and it'll be cleared off the line by Uppier. And Henry should have scored second time round. Initially, a great save from Westerveld. Wonderful ball by Ljungberg. When it came back to Henry, it should have been 2-0.
Oh, what a chance that was, really. But the game's opened up now. But really, that could have finished it. Really, I described it, because Liverpool are coming forward.
With Babel down the right-hand side. That really could and should have been the second, and that should have been, you would have thought, with 16 minutes to go, enough to win the cup. But it's 1-0 to Arsenal. 1-0 to the Arsenal. How many times do we hear that over the years?
You wouldn't have thought that Hoopier kicked the ball off Liverpool's line 3 times in one match, would it?
Gary McAllister now. Down the centre, looking for Danny Murphy, who'd made the run, and Murphy's fallen awkwardly with Martin Keown inside the penalty area. Murphy's on his back, Keown is on his back as well, and on for the first time really in the game come the two physios, and it's a chance for you, Jim, just to take stock of the situation.
Well, Henry there, what he did, he actually went round Westerveld, the lovely ball through from Ljungberg, but when it came back to him the second time, it looked to me as though he miscued it. He miscued the ball, and really he should have stuck it in the back of the net. It was a wonderful chance. It was a better chance than the one that Cole had before. It was cleared off the line, and Hoopier was there again just to pick the ball up. And I say, Mike, 3 times now Hoopier off Liverpool's line.
Well, great treatment is still being given to the injured players. We are going to get a change from Arsenal over on the far side, and looks like Wiltord is going off now. Sylvan Wiltord, having just gone in front. Ray Parlour is coming on, and I'm not sure whether that would have been the initial plan, but maybe Arsenal now, having gone in front, Jim, are thinking of really closing it down now.
Well, they've looked pretty close, you know, at the back to me as it is. You know, they've not given much away. And he's done well, Wiltord, I think. He's a bitter little lad. He's put himself around a bit. He's tried to give support wherever possible. You know, I think he's done very well. He's worked hard, so there's a pair of fresh legs as much as anything. Paula's come out to the right. Lundberg now will go further up. You know, he'll get a free rein round to run around. I don't think he's going to take Grimondi off. I thought he might have been a possibility, but he's done well. Grimondi's done a good job.
Berger and Fowler are both going to come on for Liverpool, so it could still be Robbie Fowler's day. Patrick Berger is coming on. Danny Murphy's gone off. We also think that Kanu might come on soon for Arsenal as well, because he's been called as well by Arsene Wenger. So Patrick Berger is coming on for Murphy. And who is Fowler coming on for? We're just waiting to see. Robbie Fowler, the Liverpool captain, will come on for Vladimir Smitsa. So that's... they are the last changes, of course, that Gerard Houllier can make. McAllister, Fowler and Berger. Great response, great reaction now from the crowd as Robbie Fowler, who of course scored a fantastic goal here in the Worthington Cup final, he comes on, and so Liverpool really going for it now with Heskey, Fowler and Owen.
Heskey's gone out to the right side now. Berger on the left. And Fowler will be up front alongside Owen. So we'll see whether they can get much more support to the front players, because so far they've had very little really to trouble, I think, anyway. Well, they could have troubled them, but I think strength, due to Arsenal's strength at the back, Adams, Keown, very strong indeed.
Well, Thierry Henry could have put this game beyond Liverpool here. He's missed a couple of great chances. Freddie Ljungberg, though, has scored the goal. And it's Arsenal 1, Liverpool 0. Liverpool have had the upper hand in all the domestic games in the last 5 years, but when it comes to the big one, Arsenal again have risen to the occasion. Long one now from Martin Keown, and Henry is given offside, and that's a free kick to Liverpool. So here in Cardiff, the Red Dragons today are Arsenal so far. They're wearing the red, and they lead by 1-0, and overall they deserve to have that lead. And Freddie Ljungberg now is fouled by Gerrard on the halfway line. Pires shaped to take the kick quickly, but nobody really ready for it, and now Arsenal clearly will try and use up a little bit of time as well. They've got a free kick.
You know, that song the supporters sing at Arsenal, 1-0 to the Arsenal. They had a gang of them singing that when I was coming in.
And remember, this is the only trophy that Arsenal can win this season, unlike Liverpool still going for the UEFA Cup on Wednesday. This is 5 Live and BBC World Service live from Cardiff. We've got 12 minutes to go in the cup final, and Arsenal have gone in front here through Freddie Ljungberg. Initially a mistake by Vestervold, very poor clearance by the goalkeeper, and Liverpool never really came to terms with it, and eventually excellent little ball through to Ljungberg, who went round Vestervold and finished well. Henry since then has missed a great chance to make it 2-0. Ball is inside the centre circle. Huppier now to Babel. Babel's, though, veering back towards his own goalkeeper. Gives it back again to Huppier. Liverpool have just brought on Fowler and Berger. Ball now is flicked on by Michael Owen, but Keown is there. Keown and Adams haven't really missed a great deal at the back as usual today for Arsenal. Arsenal's ball straight back again, though, to the men in the goal of Liverpool. Gary McAllister, short of the halfway line, plays the ball through Henry's legs. Finds Oncho, and now on to Steven Gerrard. Nothing like as effective in the last half an hour or so in this final Steven Gerrard. Vestervold now running the ball out of the penalty area. Vestervold clears long down the far side. Heskey will jump with Ashley Cole and will easily win the ball, but great challenge by Keown on Michael Owen. And now Vieira faced by McAllister. Ball into Pires, and Pires is completely lost there. And it's a throw to Liverpool over on the far side. He just seemed to take his eye off it.
No, he let it go through his legs. I think he thought there was another player coming behind him.
Babel back to the halfway line to find Oncho. Oncho will just knock it across the centre of his defence and find Huppier, who's now been relieved of the captaincy now that Fowler's come on. Fowler inside the centre circle, back again to Gerrard. Down the centre from Gerrard. Owen away from the defender. Owen in the area. Cross comes Keown, and the big defender Keown did so well there. Closing down Michael Owen before he could untangle his legs and get a shot in goal. And now Ray Parlour going forward for the first time, but can't get it through to Henry, and tidying up his Oncho, and Liverpool almost cut through.
Oh, there's a great challenge. A terrific challenge, really, because Owen Owen was inside the penalty spot there, going to goal, and Keown, who's quite a pacey player, you know, he did very well because he got his body in there, won the ball, you know, and he pushed Owen away with it at the same time. Terrific challenge that was.
The last 10 minutes of the cup final. Arsenal 1, Liverpool 0. Freddie Ljungberg has scored. Gary McAllister now wastes it. In come Arsenal with a neat interception. Martin Keown has just saved the day. Keown checks and then hits it down the centre. There's only Henry downfield now. Wiltor's been taken off. Henry with a good little ball to Ljungberg. He's got Parler on the outside and Ljungberg goes for glory and hits it 10 yards wide into the Arsenal fans behind Vestergaard's goal.
The goal's gone to his head a little bit. And I think that was a bit adventurous there, but because he had Parler coming up on the right-hand side, but he's already found the back of the net. He's after another one. It was miles off target there, but that challenge of Keown's, I'm just going to say as well, I don't think Owen's first touch really, you know, did him any favours, and Keown did well, just got a ball away.
Well, we told you before the game that Arsenal normally win the FA Cup the year after Chelsea, and at the moment they're on course to do that again. They lead here by 1-0, but still a lot of work to do. Still 8 minutes for Liverpool to get back in the game. Anything could happen yet. Ball down this near side. Jamie Carragher. And he's well advanced inside the Arsenal half. Parler is holding him up, and he's holding him up illegally. It's a free kick to Liverpool. Gary McAllister time once more down this left-hand side. McAllister to take the free kick. Huppier obviously to go forward. Heskey will be dangerous. And McAllister gets the ball, and it's about 5 yards in from the near touchline down this near side. This is the right-hand side, the left-hand side of the field. Babel's in the penalty area too. In it goes, and it's headed up in the air by Martin Keown. It's still only 6 yards out. Babel was there, and Michael Owen's there! And in it goes from Michael Owen! 7 yards out, a brilliant finish by the England striker, sustaining his marvellous run just recently. 3 goals against Newcastle, 2 against Chelsea, and his very first cup final. He's made it here. Arsenal 1, Liverpool 1. A brilliant, typical finish from Michael Owen.
Well, it's amazing how goals come in. It's probably the only way that Liverpool's looked through they're going to score to me is off a dead ball situation. The ball was knocked in. Keown headed it up in the air, and as he went up in the air, I think it was Babel who got the next touch, and he knocked it down. And Owen was the player who reacted first. Give him credit. He's putting the ball in the back of the net.
Well, Kanu is going to come on soon for Arsenal. I said anything could happen yet in this game. Another Gary McAllister free kick has done the trick, and now Arsenal have to clear, and they haven't cleared it too well. Berger is there! Hits it straight at Martin Keown, and Liverpool win a corner, and the whole atmosphere in the Millennium Stadium now has transformed. 1-1, and we've got 6.5 minutes to go. It's going to be a Gary McAllister corner kick down this near side. Alan was saying that one hand normally means near post, 2 hands normally means far post, and at the moment it's the one arm that's been raised. And Babel is there once more. All sorts of problems, and it's one arm. This presumably will go towards Huppier at the near post. David Seaman raises both arms, and it goes towards the near post. It's more into the centre of the goal this time. Keown clears. Berger pounces. Excellent ball. Back to McAllister, who hit it instinctively across the 6-yard area. Hit it too strongly, though, and it's going to be a goal kick to be taken by David Seaman. Well, what a situation. St Johnstone 2, Dundee United 3 now in Scotland, and we wait now for Kanu to come on for Arsenal, and Freddie Ljungberg having scored the goal. I have to say, I think he was coming off originally, and then he scored, and Ray Parler then came on for Wiltor as Arsene Wenger looked to try and really make things solid out there. But now Arsenal need another goal, of course, and Kanu has come on for Ljungberg.
So what a difference a goal makes there. Suddenly there was a spring in Liverpool's step. Lovely ball from Berger out to McAllister just a moment ago, and he whipped it across nice and early. Well, anything can happen now, Mike.
Well, it's all happened in this game in the last 10-15 minutes, and now Pires down the left-hand side, and my word, what will Thierry Henry be thinking now? He's missed a couple of really great chances here for Arsenal today. It's now Arsenal 1, Liverpool 1 on 5 Live and BBC World Service in the cup final. Kanu gets his first touch with those long legs, Kanu, but McAllister's too sharp for him. And McAllister's going to win the ball against Kanu. Great play by the Scot. McAllister onto Robbie Fowler. Fowler's moving. He's got Owen down the left-hand side, but he was a little selfish, actually. Ran forward with the ball, inevitably lost it. And as the game opens up once more, Vieira switches it down the left-hand side. A fantastic ball. Henry took it on the chest. He's going to run at Marcus Babbel. Henry's all on his own in the penalty area, and all he could do there was to shoot, and Westerveld made the save from the angle. This time, a better distribution from Westerveld. Ingo the challenges once more. Much better second half. The goals, of course, always change games. It's 1-1, and it's now Jamie Carragher, edge of the penalty area, giving it back to Sami Hyypiä. Hardly time to draw breath here. Arsenal now being examined by Liverpool. Berger onto Fowler. Fowler's got Owen again on his left-hand side. Goes past Adams. Cross comes Ashley Cole. And Cole just manages to get enough on the ball back to David Seaman. Seaman's quick clearance downfield. Henry was offside, but the referee, Stephen Dunn, will let the game carry on. And the atmosphere responding now to the goals which have been scored belatedly in this final. It was a very poor first half, very unadventurous, but it's quite exciting now. 1-1, Heskey over on that right-hand side. Heskey back to his defenders. Steven Gerrard, who's playing just in front of the back four at the moment, finds Sami Hyypiä on the left of the Liverpool defence, and now Carragher short of the halfway line. Only 3.5 minutes to go, plus whatever time will be added on. At least a couple of minutes will be added on, because we have had stoppages in this second half. Liverpool just having a little bit of a breather here. The support, though, coming in now from the Liverpool fans all around us, particularly, and especially away to the left, where Liverpool have scored their equaliser through Michael Owen. It's now Heskey down the right-hand side, halfway inside the Arsenal half. McAllister on towards Berger. Berger tried to release Marcus Babbel, but it was too top-heavy, and it's a goal kick.
Well, I think for the first time now, I suppose, perhaps from the early part of the game, the Liverpool fans think they can win the cup here. Because, they were out of it for a large section of the game, and really Arsenal should have put it out of sight, but they haven't done that. Liverpool have got back in. Good goal by Owen, I thought it was too. I just wonder what really Arsene Wenger's thinking about his substitution with Wiltord coming off and Fowler going on. When they were winning. Surprising, really, how we all see the game differently.
Well, Arsene Wenger has still got one more trick up his sleeve if he wants to. He can still make another change. He's still got Dennis Bergkamp, of course, on the bench, or he's still got Lauren as well. And we're just seeing Arsene Wenger actually coming into that technical area over on the far side. But we've got 2.5 minutes to go. Arsenal 1, Liverpool 1 in the cup final. And Arsenal have a free kick just inside the Liverpool half to the left as we look at it, over on the far side. Robert Pires takes it with his right foot towards Kanu. Well cleared by Emil Heskey. And now Berger with the long hair scoops the clearance forward. Looks for the pace of Owen. Dixon's out of position. Owen goes into the area. Angles awkward. What a goal from Michael Owen! Michael Owen takes out Dixon, Adams and Seaman and celebrates in front of the Liverpool fans. Michael Owen is hot. He's had a remarkable last week. That is a great goal by any stretch of the imagination. Liverpool were defending. Berger's long ball. He looked to Owen to provide the pace, the penetration, and he was there when it mattered. And Liverpool have come from behind here stupendously through Michael Owen to lead by 2 goals to 1.
Well, I said that Liverpool probably think they could win the cup. But really, it was a fantastic finish by Owen. I think Seaman should have covered his angle better. But the ball came over from Berger, was a good ball. And what happened was it was Owen's pace that got him past Dixon. And he finished it beautifully. We were right behind it. It just crept inside the post. Just inside the left-hand post. And I just said, Mike, Liverpool probably for the first time actually feel they can win the cup with that goal. It's amazing. That first goal has changed everything. And I think Arsenal have lost a little bit since they changed the formation.
It was a finish of the highest quality, and we're in the last minute of normal time. Michael Owen, who really has come again in the last week or so. And now I think Dennis Bergkamp's going to come on over on the far side. But Owen has scored. He's now scored 23 this season. And Sven-Göran Eriksson, who's in the stadium, would have been so delighted to see that from one of his main men in the side. Great finish from the angle from Michael Owen. It all came about initially after Pires had taken a free kick for Arsenal. Liverpool were backpedaling. They got it clear. and then look to the pace of Michael Owen. Dennis Bergkamp now is going to come on for Lee Dixon, and we have 10 seconds of normal time to go, and the game has been turned on its head here in his very first cup final by Michael Owen. Michael Owen, who was left out of the Worthington Cup final lineup here against Birmingham City. And what were we telling you before the game about surnames winning these games, who could so easily be Christian names, of course? Well, Owen was one of them, and Owen has scored the 2 goals that look like they're going to count, unless Arsenal can come back. Header comes in from Martin Keown, but Festival was there, and his mistake now, which led to the first Arsenal goal, 3 minutes of added time, doesn't look like it's going to be costly. But what about those misses from Thierry Henry now? 2 really good chances that he squandered, which could have made all the difference.
Yes, it's amazing. You know, our football quite often can repeat itself back over a period of time. I've seen games like this many a time. Arsenal look to have had it won, but 1-0, anything can happen. And Liverpool got themselves back in the game, and then suddenly they get on the upswing. And here they are now, a couple of minutes off lifting the FA Cup.
3 minutes of added time. 2 French managers. We're playing this cup final outside England, but the goals, the crucial goals, have been scored by an Englishman, Michael Owen. Liverpool lead 2-1. Arsenal have to do it quickly. Bergkamp is there, and Gerrard clears. 2 minutes to go. 2 minutes of added time. Liverpool's clearance goes straight to Ashley Cole. In comes a cross from Cole. Adams has stayed forward. Bergkamp on the edge of his area, a little too slow to react. In comes Pires to pick up the loose ball. Pires' ball in will be headed away by Stefan Ancho. Just under 2 minutes to go of added time. Liverpool have turned it round. Michael Owen's turned it round, and now Arsenal are terribly caught, and Fowler can get through to Owen. It could be a hat-trick, but Fowler can't get past Martin Keown. Otherwise, Michael Owen could have been through for the first hat-trick in the cup final since Stanley Mortensen. And Arsenal clear, but they have to do this very, very quickly. It's all gone wrong for them. In goes the ball from Ray Parlour, and it's going to miss out Kanu. Great roar from the Liverpool fans all around us, and they are now just seconds away from their first FA Cup triumph for what will be 9 years.
Well, it could have been a third goal for Liverpool there. Arsenal are committing themselves forward, and really Fowler lost control of the ball. It didn't look a very difficult ball to control and knock on to Michael Owen, but he tried to get his left foot on it coming from the right. He lost control.
All the qualities that Owen showed, of course, in the World Cup under Glenn Hoddle. That great goal in St Etienne against Argentina. All those qualities again shown when he scored that second goal. It didn't look to be on. In fact, it wouldn't have been on for most strikers in the game. But Owen went through down this left-hand side, taking out Dixon and Adams. And from the angle, finished past David Seaman. We've got seconds to go here in the Millennium Stadium. Michael Owen is the Millennium man. Liverpool lead by 2 goals to 1. And Arsenal are caught out. And this time Fowler can find Owen. Fowler shoots weakly, straight at David Seaman.
Oh.
Easy save. That could have been the end of it.
It looked offside to me.
And Arsenal, committing so many players forward, were completely caught out. The whistle goes. The game has been won by Liverpool. Michael Owen punches the air. All the cameramen make their way towards him. Patrick Berger gives the little man a great big hug. And Liverpool have won the cup. They've come back from the dead here to win by 2 goals to 1. Michael Owen